video games, but the thing is there are none. This is the main quest. Side quest would probably be finding a way to stream Smash. Without having to go online, because I'm never playing online on that game. I've tried. It, it, it certainly wasn't worth it at all. The freaking thing better be okay. It is. Alright. Where the music at? Alright. Spirit characters, alright. Oh, that's gonna be lovely. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, I made a mistake. 6. 6, 7. This is gonna have the most. 8. Definitely gonna have the most already at 8, 9. 9, 10. And I don't think we've had one since dusk. Just making a checkup. Yeah, okay, we have 10 characters to go through. And I'm gonna just start with the homie, I guess, because I want this, but it's basically just Orion with bigger horns. It's just a hornier Orion. I'd rather just have this one, but this one's too expensive, so I chose Kabuto. Because Kabuto Orion it's cool. But that's besides the point. Also, I guess I will be analyzing the stats because I feel like it. Best stat in my opinion for 1s and 2s. No. I don't get why you would ever go that low on power. That's horrible. That's really bad. I guess if you want to make it work, it is 7. You're now going to be 6, 7, 6, 5. It's your choice. I mean, freaking do what you want to do, but I wouldn't recommend it. Definitely a better choice. This is practically Ragnar stats with 1 more speed and 1 less power on a Spear character. And Spear usually thrives almost exactly where Katar's does. But yeah, personally, I like to be able to kill. This is Lance, so it doesn't have, or it has a really hard time killing actually. Other than most weapons, this is probably the most common weapon used outside of like Scythe. Caspian Diana has 6, Dusk has 4, I think. Nash, no. Hattori has 4, Isaiah I think has 5. Let's go with Isaiah. If you don't know, I'm talking about their defense. I played nearly every character. Well, I've played every character, but I haven't mained every character. But I will say I've made a lot of them. Alright, 1, 2, 3, and then here we go. Alright, so we're gonna be talking about Orion, a pretty decent Lance legend here. Hold on. Honestly, I feel like it's a bit too loud. Okay, this is better for my ears. If I need to turn it up, just tell me. Yeah, it feels smooth. The stats are good, especially for Lance, honestly. But this is a spear stream, so I don't know what that. I wish you could do that again. You can only go like that, but that's not even close to being effective. Okay. I mean, first off, let's talk about the best moves on Spear, just to give a rundown. I mean, what is this? What is this, Brawlhalla? Why? Look at the hitboxing. You know what? I'm not complaining too much, because this hitboxing could have been the whole oval, rather than what it actually is. And if it were the whole oval, I would genuinely quit, because it's a humongous hitbox going like 50 million times. Because it may not look like it, but there's at least, watch, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 17, yeah. That's a lot of frames compared to a weapon like even Lance. Well, not Lance actually. A weapon like Gauntlets, maybe Hammer. That's a lot. Hammer is like 10. I mean, right off the bat, this character feels smooth, especially on Spear. My opinion, it's his better weapon. Even though this, the best weapon, or the best SIG in his entire kit is probably, like, honestly, side SIG on Lance. I knew this was gonna be a Lance SIG, probably like an N SIG or a side SIG, but yeah, it is honestly just that side SIG on Lance. It has, he pushes the weapon forward, so it kind of makes it really annoying to deal with. But, his only other mediocre SIG in that entire side of the kit is his end SIG, and down SIG is like basically almost a worse version of this, because this hits at that angle, but like around him. Also, can we talk about this real quick? Look at how it hits him. That's because the hitboxes expand. But that's kind of dumb, because it's like, okay, well then the optimal time would be this, which gives you the 28 damage, but it's actually not. This is, because this gives it just that one hit, and that's all you really need. Send them off. Alright. The reason all of his like moves are so clean, I mean, let's talk about this. This used to be a move, but I'm pretty sure they took off one of the hitboxes, or made the start a little faster, which was kind of annoying at the same time. Oh no, they didn't. Okay. No, that's not what I want. I want this. I pressed that one. Alright, side light, side SIG. This is a move that if you do it from max range, it's not hitting, ever. But close range, I'm pretty sure it'll hit. If my game will let me input that, there we go, yeah. It's only like 40 damage. I mean, that SIG alone does a lot. Alright, that into that. That should tell me the frames. It doesn't even tell me sun frames. What the hell? Well, they're on, so. Okay, well, it's on crack. Because this SIG only hits once for 25, and then on top of that, you have. Hold on. 55 plus 61 is 105. 106, actually. And then 6 plus 7, 12, 1406 is the total damage for that. Mixed with, what, 21, 25? You're looking at about 42, 43 actually. Yeah, 43, 40, 48 for total damage. Alright, that's kind of good. I'm finally glad, or I guess at the same time annoyed, they buffed side air's recovery frames, because this thing had more than Axe Sarah's. And mind you, Axe Sarah is it's the best attack in the whole Axe kit. Like, not even a SIG compares to how good that move is, because it comes out pretty fast, has extremely low recovery frames for how freaking strong it is. Still believe that freaking weapon either needs a rework or a nerf, because that SIG is it's demonic. Alright, but enough about every other weapon and how annoying they are. Let's talk about the main weapon. And this is Spear. This is one of my most hated weapons. Obviously my first main was Orion. I was always a Spear kid. I've never been into the Lance gimmick until I learned weapons like Cannon, not Axe. Axe was like really easy, so you don't really learn that weapon. Just basically any weapon that had a little bit of complexity to it, I started learning this one, because this one is the easiest. I mean Lance. Lance's biggest problem is just not being able to hit upwards without using mirrors. This is the reason people hate Spear. You literally can just go like this forever. If you hit at the right angle, that could most definitely spell certain death. Because the thing is, it's kind of like Axe recovery, only on steroids, because if it hits any kind of stack, it pushes them straight upwards. so it definitely causes problems. Oh yeah, by the way, it has the ability to do this, or like, okay, I lost it. Do that, and then go like that, so that you can get your jumps back without touching. Just something to keep in mind as a price spear player. A lot of weapons don't have that. Most momentum weapons do. This is not a momentum-based weapon. As you see, it only has 2 combos. Neither are true anymore, but when they were, this weapon was extremely broken. That's also like right after Gauntlets and Sword became the meta. It was basically, if you were playing Kaya and Tees, you were most likely winning that matchup. Right behind was Hammer. Sword and Gauntlets were pretty far behind. But yeah, Spear, it had a little bit of a meta in 2020. Had a little bit of a meta this year as well. It's always been prominent, and it certainly is still getting better. I mean, I'm glad of the buff that they gave to the weapon, because it actually needed it a little bit, but I still find this weapon to now be a bit overwhelming. I mean, it makes sense for why people use it, but yeah, it's just really, it's a really threatening position to be in against this weapon in neutral. Like, there's literally no other better weapon in neutral except for maybe, like, Bow, because of its extreme spacing. And then Blasters, because of its even better spacing. Like, a good Blasters player will never let you touch your sticks. Like, they'll just keep true comboing after true comboing after true comboing, so it's like, as soon as you get hit, you're just one-touched. Unless they don't have their dodge. If they don't have their dodge, it's kind of game. We will be covering Blasters probably later, but right now I want to talk about Spear, one of my least favorite weapons now, and why it became my least favorite weapon, even though it was my OG. Before we get into any of that, though, I'd like to talk about our sponsor. No, I'm kidding. I don't think I can do sponsors on streams, regardless. But anyhow, let's talk about, what the hell is it called? Oh yeah, let's talk about Orion. Alright, boom. Side sig is that simple. Side sig, from far you can hit it, but you have to buffer it a little bit. That's close side sig. If you do far side light, I mean. I can't talk to it. Alright, side light, side sig. Let me move this clown into the center. Alright, there you go. Alright. Side light, side sig. So this move is going to, unless they dodge it, it's going to hit stacked. But from far away, you have to buffer it just a little bit, or else it will not hit. So the good thing about this is that you can't really notice it, because like, if you look at it from far away, see? Alright, you can't notice it, but I'm actually holding it here. Listen. Look at the original startup. Look at how much I'm holding. Alright. That's all I'm doing, right? I'm trusting it. That's all I'm doing, right? See, it's just a small bit of startup that can catch the opponent lacking, especially if they're a spot dodger. So keep that in mind. That's gonna be one of your best tools for gravity cancels. I mean, this sig is a beast. The only thing is, yeah, you can die if you go too far. But, oh, come on, I freaking hate the son of recovery sometimes. Hold on. Move! Oh my god. Whatever, I died. I'm busy. I'm not doing this. But yeah. It can kill you if you go obviously way too far off, so that's why I recommend getting about here, because they'll usually be there, and even then, you just better do that, because this weapon is very lateral when it comes to killing potential. I mean, their best killing move is side air, but with Orion you have side sig, and then you have down sig, which is, it's sending in a direction, it's not sending upward. You could literally be. That's not what I meant to do. See, sideways. Let's make little buddy here, Isaiah, jump. It's always gonna go in a lateral direction, meaning so it's gonna go sideways. So no matter what you do, don't be afraid to use it as a get off me tool as well, which is the sig we're gonna cover now, right? Down sig. I already talked about it a little bit. This sig has insanely awkward frames, but it works stacked, so it doesn't matter, right? First frame, second frame, third frame, fourth frame, fifth frame, sixth frame, 7th, 8th, 9th, and then after 10 frames, I think, nope, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 16, after 15 it goes straight into these hitboxes, meaning now it's focusing on the front halfway through, or actually at the last kind of like spin that he does, right? Which 2 in the front so they can't catch you from under or above here, well they can from directly above. But diagonal is going to be really hard to hit you there. And then here they cannot touch you. They cannot touch you. That's hitting everything because I mean look at how tall Orion is here. And if we turn on hurt boxes here, look. That's covering like 70% of the hurt box. So, yeah, okay. Just a little coverage. But yeah, the sig, insanely good. I mean, 28 damage. 28 damage if you hit everything. If not, it's 27.9. Nice, it's a guaranteed 28 no matter what, or almost 28, I guess. Because looking at it from the front, 27.9. Looking at it from the back, it's 28.61. So you're really only losing out on like 0.71 damage. When really in this game that doesn't matter too much. Because I mean, this is the damage buildup you can get with Spear. But that's the last from you, you're still getting a lot. And the thing is, if they choose just to fall because they don't know how to dodge, boom. You still get the full, like, 2 hits before that. So, and let's see. Yeah, see, you're getting all of those. Sure, you're even getting the back frames. Okay, there's probably some invisible frames we don't know about here. Yeah, you're still getting those frames, so it doesn't matter. Pogo Stick, most common tool used. What the heck just happened there? Most common tool used when it comes to Brawlhalla off stage with Spear. It's this because it covers nearly the whole stage on this one. It can cover the whole stage. And it's also just insane. You can also go like this to get back on stage. Or even like this. This covers a safer option as opposed to side air. But side air has an upper hitbox that will definitely threaten the opponent off stage. Like, you don't have to be in their face with this, whereas this you can. They can be a little further up. Of course in your direction, but that doesn't matter when you're doing the damage, right? So yeah, that's just Orion. That's some simple things about Orion. Just the SIGs so far. We talked about this in I think when I was gonna make a hammer tier list. Hold on. I actually want to check. I'm pretty sure I didn't make a hammer tier list yet. Probably will though. I know the first tier list I made was cannon, so yeah, no, I've talked about axe and a couple other weapons, but I've never talked about hammer. Alright. Best stat for Nash. This just helps out everywhere, like, meh. What does that give you? A little bit more combo ability that's useless to you, especially in 2s. And in 1s, it's really not even good. Best stat, in my opinion. It covers every stat in the meta. And yeah, basically dexterity doesn't exist in the meta anymore, except for like high dex characters. This is bad. I don't think it's ever worth it to go for defense for 8 speed, okay? We don't need to be Fate in here. These are Fate stats, I'm pretty sure. But like, we never have to be Fate with Hammer Spear. That's not good. And then, yeah. You don't really want to be hurting your speed either, because it's like 90% of the things, and it's a lot of your stun, so yeah, just rock defense stance. It helps out the most. Then you also go to 7 power, 6 defense, 2 dexterity, most useless stat unless it's high dex, and 7 speed, yeah. So that's still really good stats for a character that thrives off of being able to eat hits, move around pretty quickly, and dish it out as well. So yeah, now we're gonna lock him in for some SIG conversations here. By far, the best SIG in his entire kit is this absolute wildebeest of a SIG. This one's good, especially off stage. This thing's an entire spike bomb, basically. And a great way to catch people off guard that they think they can just go straight, and then they hear the SIG, like, oh crap. Probably think you're gonna go for a down SIG, so they try to jump over. Nope. Alright, next we're talking about side SIG, because I feel like it. Let's get her a little further into the middle. Right, side SIG. Sting is a demon, and I want to talk about something else when it comes to another, or a version of this character. I mean, down SIG, the weakest SIG, and it does. It has that stupid thing where if you dash, it locks him in place, which is really good. It does mean that you are losing your hitbox manipulation. But does that really matter when you're about to get slapped? Especially when you're countering for like 31 damage, yeah. Which is weird, because like right here, hold on, right here. See 29 damage, 29 damage, and then like occasionally you'll get like 30 out of like that last hitbox somehow. If I can hit that last hitbox, oh my god. Like right here. Come on. I know it's not full stacked. Okay, I can't do it. There was a 31.27 a little bit ago. Yeah, side SIG, easily the second best. The side SIGs off of Nash are just insane. I'd say this is the second best SIG, like in total, but I mean, it's insane. The coverage is insane. That's like a little bit in front. If she jumped here, that would have hit her, and that means the rest of this would have hit her. I think most likely some of them sending her up the top. But yeah, this SIG can hit grounded. I don't recommend it though, because you have this advancing SIG, which for all you 6 spammers out there, that happens. Say, okay, then just die. It's a really good tool, and you can close out gaps. Oh yeah, another tip. Never do that. Unless you're like that. Okay, I can't hit it anymore. What the hell's going on? There we go. Because that upper hitbox is not helping. Okay, then just turn around, Nash. Whatever, you get the point. This hits grounded. Horrible idea. Unless the guy's an idiot and just doesn't know what a dodge is, so they never see it coming. But yeah, with Nash you can get high up, I mean, because of his damage and fairly decent knockback, you can get far up there, so. Also, I don't know what in God possessed these freaking people to make that. But that's a punish. That's an inward dodge punish. Because of this, hold on if we can see it. These stupid hitboxes right here you cannot dodge in, because those are the lingering hitboxes that Zig has. And it's devastating. It's just devastating. Also, that probably would have hit. But it's just a devastating thing to have. Look at the damage, bro. That's because of his high power. He's dealing 38 damage almost every hit. And yeah, Side sig 1, side sig 2, side sig 3. Sending you into orange, meaning this kind of crap is already light orange. So it's really obnoxious when you get hit by that. So if they find a way to keep you in the air for a long time, expect that sig to come out. And yeah, it's good damage. Never boast or even laugh at this guy's damage, because this sig does 30. Great get off neutral as well. It's a great fake out. Yeah, like right here, that's hitting that final hitbox, and then you can go straight. See the Pogo Stick? Pogo Stick's very tricky tricky attack, because it only got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 5, 15, I guess technically, because all the small hitboxes. It's 15 total, but 5 frames of hitboxes. So, not that they're like exactly on the actual spear. So, something to be worried about. Yeah. That's really all for Nash. He's just extremely linear. Now we're going to be talking about one of the most hated, holy crap, I can't talk today. One of the most hated characters in this game. Hey, she's fighting Nash with 5 defense. Yeah, Nash has 5 defense. Okay, you know what, that works. That, and then that. By the way, her guitars are way better, but this sig, what is this? With buffer, it still hits for 22 dodge frames. This is a mistake. You see that? That's fully true. Does that mean it means one side sig could cost you that much damage? And let me take the damage, right? No, wait. Okay, hold on. I did it wrong. Hold on, let me just. Yeah, nothing but this one combo. Right? That's 1. That's 2. Because of her high ass damage, she's just. That's kill after 3 of those. And this is the biggest map in the game. That doesn't tell you what you need to know about this sig. It certainly does now, I'll tell you that much, because that's how broken this end sig is. And I mean, we saw it does 29 damage. That's literally more. That's 0.52 more than Nash's strongest attack. There, down sig, don't even get me started on this thing. It's got less damage, but infinite knockback with a serious case of damage, especially if hit out about right here. Perfect. Edge guard. What are they gonna do? What are they gonna do? They're gonna jump over that? They're gonna jump over that snake? Do you think they're gonna jump over that snake? Not happening. And the side stick? Because of that damn third snake, it has an upper hitbox. That I don't get the point of the under snake, I'm gonna be honest. There's nothing that can crouch under you. But like that upper snake is a really good tool. Like if we set this man to jump, hold on. See that? Let's go back. I don't know why he's going far. It hit him. Before he could even reach the second snake, it hit him. That means there's about a 1 in 3 chance that if you jump, if you only have 1 jump left, they can side sig you off the map. And they have to find a way. Oh, you gotta take him off the jumping. Hold on. Not at all what I wanted either. It's just, it's really cancer. When you're hitting a read like that, you're getting that much damage for fun. Also, yeah, speed stance is a best stance. I don't care what you say. But yeah, you see how much damage you can do off of 1 read? Wrong buttons. Thanks, game. See, look. That was a stock! Dude, I'm just helping the 9 mains find a way to kill early. But that was a stock, as you saw, and that was light orange. So that's telling you something. If that was a stock at light orange, it's telling you one Nair should lose its ability to kill. That's the first thing it should be telling you. But aside from that, it's also telling you this character's got a broken NSIG. Because, I mean, I forgot about this. Yeah, it hits grounded. Because, you know, as most SIGs should hit grounded, considering their first startup frame is extremely close to the ground. But yeah, she has 2 split frames when this context starts. So yeah, it's just a lot of pressure you can put on, really. And then, yeah, that's all Nai is. She's just pressure and character. Next, we're going on to Hattori. Hold on, before we continue, I actually got to talk about Becky Lynch. We're also going to be talking about Shovel Knight real quick. Reason is, this crossover is a better version of Nash, on Spear at least. I don't pay too much attention to her other SIGs on, like, other weapons, but look at this side SIG. This is visually disorienting. That looks a lot bigger than it is. So yeah, that's threatening, man. Becky Lynch is threatening. I mean, this SIG, it also looks way bigger than it is. Don't even get me started on this SIG. I mean, it looks awesome with that fist, but it's just, these SIGs are insanely freaking fast. Or not fast. Disorienting. That's the word, yeah. They're freaking scary as hell. I didn't even know he had a chrome tooth version. Yeah, his SIGs are, like, Becky Lynch's SIGs are just completely scary. And then let's go on to Shovel Knight. Another wildebeest. Side SIG. This is how the hitbox should look. Right? This is how the hitbox should look. It's like nothing but hitboxes. It's literally nothing but hitboxes there. This down SIG, same thing. What does it give? A few diamond rocks effects. But regardless, the blue light, all the hitboxes. Blue light, all the hitboxes. This character does not miss on hitboxes. So, if you want a character that, if you want to know exactly how you're supposed to be hit, Shovel Knight. You don't want to buy any money or spend any money. You got Nash, and then Becky Lynch. Absolutely disorienting character. Why the hell am I so tired today? Who cares? Hattori, because I don't have the Battle Pass version unlocked. I didn't even buy the Battle Pass until Season 4. So I can't really tell you much. But anyways, oh, Rayman, 6 defense. Reno has 6, Relin has 9, 8. Scarlet, I think, has 5. Let's just go Scarlet, she works. If not, she has 6, and that's the same as Rayman. Honestly, I'd say when it comes to Spear alone, she's got great stats for it. Hold on, I didn't talk about this on my speed stance best. We talked about defense stance, it doesn't want to stick. Yeah, it's either speed or power stance. Never mind. It's either speed or defense stance, actually. Best stance for 1s is speed. Best stance for 2s is defense. So, depending on when you actually main Hattori, now you know which stance is best for which situation. The reason defense stance is better than, at least the main reason for that is because you don't want a whole bunch of people, right? Or, that doesn't make any sense. You're playing 2s. That's literally 4 characters. You don't want a whole bunch of freaking people, like, killing you really early. Yeah, that hits for some reason. Also, never backdash against this character. Never really just dodge against this character at all. Why is it mooning? Oh my god. Onyx says Orion has, pretty sure he has 5 or 6, whatever. Alright, this side's like insane. Also, yeah, one sidelight read on this character could literally spell your death, because that hits Never dodge, never ever dodge anything but upwards against this character. Also, yeah, she has hitboxes here. I forgot about that. She has some starting hitboxes and then some ending or closing hitboxes. Yeah, you really never ever want to cross a Hattori and back dodge, cause she has this. And the crazy thing is, let's put her on far, right? Let's do dodge reaction, I guess, right? Let's go as far as we can. Wait, that doesn't hit. This hits, so that jails. That hits. You don't even need to do that though, because that hits too. So no matter what, you're probably getting jailed when doing that, so your best option is just going to be a natural good ol' either a spawn dodge to completely catch them lacking on the end sig and the, or not a spot, or an inward dodge. It's probably going to be your best read, because I don't think everybody's just spamming side sig, so yeah, your best choice when it comes to Hattori probably going to have to be that, what is it called? Where the best choice to dodge Hattori is going to be definitely an inward dodge, because I mean, this first hitbox, if we can look at it real quick, it comes in with this kick. Or right here, actually. Is it even showing hitboxes? Oh, it is. Okay, I was lying to you. One. Hold on. I know there's a 3 hit. See, yeah, I wasn't lying to you. It is the spear activation right here. This is the first hit. What does that mean? That means you can dodge in. Do it. But remember, if they read it, Spear's punishing game is insane. So they can keep you in the air until they want you to die, so just a heads up. Be careful, don't always dodge in, just know it's your optimal dodge. But if you know they're constantly going for that, probably go for like a back or even an upwards dodge. Because the thing is, all you're losing by getting hit is a bit of damage. And if they said like down light, you're gonna be forced to dodge. And if they go for that, or even that's the wrong button. If they go for this, that means they're catching a dodge. If they go for this, that means they want that stock. They're gonna try to punish you for having a stock. So just if they go for the downlight, your best choice is dodge, okay? But no matter what, you must always dodge in. There's no way they're catching that, and they have no way to. That's their best choice, alright? Like, their best choice is literally just go like this. And if it's not that, it's probably going to be a down 6, so. It's not doing it. Why is it not doing it? There we go. It's going to be that. Or that. But nobody wants to do either of those, so. They're probably going to go for an N-Sig, and you could literally just fuck out of it if they go for an N-Sig, but if they go for that, your best choice again is dodge in, but Spear covers that option itself in that, so again, be careful, because remember, Spear's punishing game is insane. Like, one read could really just mean you're gone. Like, Scythe, at least now, compared to what it used to be, it's more than one read. Cannon, like when they first fixed it after reworking it, it was one read. Now it's more. This weapon needs one read and one read only. One read, because it can just the thing is, it can out neutral you. This is one of the best weapons in neutral, so yeah. It can literally just beat you out in neutral. Its biggest thing is going to be slow, but it has things like N light, D light to catch a dodge, upward or something. It has the tools. So don't even worry when playing a character like Hattori. That's it though for Hattori. Does she have any character? I don't think Heat Blast is much different when it comes to the spear. It's probably just some small effects. So, let's just go on to, let's do DJ, because DJ looks cool. This hurts my eyes. That works better. Somewhat. I don't know, my freaking, I hate, like, bright light sometimes, so. Mainly because it just naturally affects my eyes, because I like to be a little gremlin. Right, now Ada. This Ensig is insane. Alright, do not discredit this Ensig. Do not discredit the sides. Really, just don't discredit any of her sigs. This side sig's hitting. I guarantee that's hitting. I can guarantee you that side sig's hitting. And I can guarantee you that down sig's gonna hit if you miss the read. Alright. Never dodge him on Ada. I learned that the hard way. By playing a dumbass passive that did nothing but sig spam and wait for me to make a move, so we just ended up playing a really long game of you hit first, bro, come on. One of the worst things you can do as an edge guard is do this reverse side sig or even a, if you can pull it off, unlike me. If I can even pull it off. Oh my god, I hate reversals so much. Alright, it's not working, but say you just did a reverse side sig, right? It's gonna be a bad option, because if you don't hit it, you're gonna be stunned for a fairly long time. Also, if you're not rocking defense stance, you're a criminal. Defense stance is optimal stance. Diana really only has 5? That's crazy. Feels like she has like 17 sometimes. But yeah. Do not discredit any of Ada's sigs. You thought Diana's Ensig was dangerous? Nah, Ada Ensig. This character is literally only downplayed by her stats. But they're not even that bad for weapon like spear. They just too much power. Too little defense. Maybe if both of the stats balanced at a safe like 6 power, or not 6 power, like maybe like 5 power 5D, and then the rest could be 6 and 6. So basically a series stats on power stance. They're honestly kind of crazy. I don't know about blasters though, so maybe it helps out blasters a little better. I highly doubt it though. But anyways, yeah, Ensig, easily best sig, used to hit grounded. Alright, this sig, that used to be 1 tile lower so that it could hit grounded. That was the scariest thing, I bet. I didn't get to play during that time. Side sig, menace to society. This sig comes out fast, and it covers a really good area. I mean, look at that. That's nearly unpunishable, unless you're like right behind them. And this down sig, they don't even have to be locked in the whole time. So you're probably gonna hit it. Just that one hit is enough, and if they somehow find a magical way to get hit by it again, then they're a genius and just took probably like 50 damage out of one sig. But yeah, that's really all there is to Ada. There is not much, and Heat Blast is not failing too much. So, okay, hold on. We got some problems here. Yeah, there we go. I'll work with that. This is honestly the best stat. At least for ones, it's insane. You have the minimum of 5 defense base for Bryn, so I don't think you have to worry too much about defense on 2s, unless you know your opponent is like annoying and cracked. Sig lingers too long. Like, I'm just gonna slander this character because I don't know what it is, but it feels like that Sig lingers. Like, these 3 extra frames are unnecessary. Like it goes from a circle to a big oval to a normal sized oval here. Like, first of all, why is this a circle? Why in the hell is this a circle hitbox? That's only for 2 frames, but those 2 frames are hell. And then these 3 frames are unnecessary, really. It just keeps the weapon lingering long enough. Like, you see that? You see where I hit it from? I'm all the way over here. That's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So they're about 7.5 of these, like, block spaces away. Including the gaps. Without the gaps, it's like 4.5. But that's still an insane distance to cover it. The fact that she could probably go even further, let's see. Not that far, my bad. That's the wrong sig. Yeah, she can literally go right here and still hit it. That's scary. Like, that hitbox lingers so long, you can hit this. That. Don't even get me started on the infinite frames this sig actually has. Great for punishing them. Only problem is... Damn it, why'd you reset? It hits behind. Completely cancels that first interrupting. Your teammate has to eat shit for at least 30 seconds. Because that's how long this sig feels like it lasts. But yeah, your teammate still has to eat crap for at least... Yeah, I'd say about like quarter of a second, then you could probably... You can't even attack here. She's completely covered. She's still covered. She's still covered. Yeah, you're never hitting Bryn. You're not touching him. Your teammate gets clipped by this, they are eating all of that damage. Because there's only like maybe a Bryn side sig that's going to go through there. Like long range sigs are going to have to go through there. Maybe like a bow dare. Those are the only things you can do to deal with that sig. That's scary. And then sidelight, delay, and sig needs no explanation. That's like... Hold on, let him reset, Is it on one grounded? Oh my god, that's trash. Bro. Look at the damage. This is a weapon that can exactly. Just do a side air after that. Oh, well. Okay, Ragnar. Okay, you know what, I'm going this way with it. See that? Just threat. Absolute threat. This character's just a threat, and the scariest part is she hits this grounded. If I can actually hit it grounded, that is. Yeah, that hits grounded, so that's nice. I don't think she has a crossover outside of Barbara, but nobody ever uses Barbara. I'm pretty sure pros have said she sucks and is a waste of money, and honestly I believe it. I've never seen a Barbara in my life. I don't think I'll ever see a Barbara. For good reason. I think we're down to our second to last, or third to last. No, yeah, we have Kai. Never mind. I forgot Kai existed for a sec. Alright, Wu Hong. They need to fix the way this man, like the announcer says this man's name. It sounds like he's saying it's Wu Hong. Not Wushang, so. Do I need to explain the sig? This character completely kills so well on maps. Like, I know most spear characters kill really well on a map like Brawlhaven, but this character's menace on maps like that. And look at the angle he spikes there. Just worst sig out of all of them, and it's actually still extremely viable. This sig is insane. Like, it hits at such an intriguing angle. Because the thing is, if we look here, it doesn't hit the player, right? You know? It doesn't hit them. But it gets really damn close. That means they even, like... You got a Mordex side sig in there activated? you get some like Nash side sig activated in there, that's hitting. Because the thing is, this is fast. Like, let's see how fast exactly. One. Alright. Except for when he's standing still. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. 17 frames before it activates. A jump is about that length. And we see Wushang do it effortlessly with an extremely good jump right here. Which I feel like should be a hitbox just to cheese people that are trying to attack from above. But he's already cheesing, so I don't really care. This is insanely annoying. I don't know why it's annoying. But that's insanely good hitboxing. Like, this is right where the SIG is actually going. Which is very rare to find commonly. But the hitboxing is just, it's so good. Like, because of this, fighting this man on spears, it's scary. Bro, why do you go off stage like that, man? Okay, just completely do the opposite of what I wanted you to do. See? It covers at such an awkward angle you can get things like that. And it's about as much damage as 4 power. That's a 4 power Wushang coming at you. Honestly, I'd say base stance probably the best stance. Speed stance if you're trying to move around a little swiftly. No. Even in 2s, just no. You're better off going with 4 power. No. Yeah, the only good stance you have is power, so I guess become a better... Yeah, just become a better Mirage, because that's all you're really doing. They both have Spear, which is funny. But Gauntlets, I mean, in my opinion, they're still better than Scythe. Even though, like, to play, they're better. And coupled with his extremely good SIGs compared to, you know, the non-viable side SIG she has on Scythe. That completely renders the weapon kind of useless at, like, really, really far distances. Or, I mean, really close distances. Yeah, because sure, she has a down stick, but that's punishable. Especially if you think they're going to go with the SIG. It's probably stacked. Nope, they go with the side SIG. Okay, well, now you can't hit them at all. But anyhow, yeah, just quick rundown of Wushang's SIGs. I mean, there's really not much to talk about, man. Has no crossover. Oh, yeah! I completely forgot this existed. It's literally just it's the same thing, but with dumplings and other food. It looks nearly exactly the same. I guess he looks more fat. So that's an odd hitbox. But the roundness makes it a little more accurate. Makes it slightly more accurate to the actual hitboxing of the game. Next that we're going to be talking about is Moragi. Remember, this is a tier list. We're just talking about the SIGs and, like, my full explanation. So if you ever need to go back to, like, see all the SIGs, I got you, man. No. What is this? What is that? What is this? Brawlhalla? What is this SIG? I didn't know we were punishing, I didn't know we were edge guarding with side SIGs now. So it felt like when I first saw this, it's how I feel like now. Because the thing is, look at the edge guard. One dash from the middle of the stage, and that's a full edge guard. Like, are you kidding me? What is this? This is literally just an edge guard tool on crack. Because if they're any part on top, on this, like, top half, that's hitting you. So, what did I mean? From this middle point of the stage, and even smaller stages like Small Brawl, you can literally just go from one side of the stage to the other, and you're already there with the side SIG. And it's not even a good side SIG either. It hits for how much? Yeah. Dude has like 7 power. 6, 7 power, she's hitting that little, so. Just really not useful at all. This N-Sig, very situational. That situation being they're like a little ahead and above you, and they're an inward dodge or neutral dodge spammer. Maybe even a down dodge, I don't know. Yeah, definitely a down dodge spammer as well. So just any inward or... yeah, just any inward dodge, really. Because down is considered inward. Insanely good. Like, this is easily top 6 out of 6. That's still top half. And it's mainly got to be with this, right? It's mainly got to be with the fact that she's completely untouchable. The good thing is, though, it doesn't last too long for a one-hit sig, so you're not getting extremely punished. And I mean, if we look at this, they literally, the hitboxes don't go away until these things are 1 frame away from going away. So holy god, everybody just made a party today. Holy crap. It really is just scary. Also, yeah, that's how high it can go with that, so. Eh. It has its tools. It has its usage. Just not a sig I prefer. Not a character I prefer at all, either. This is easily one of my least favorite Scythe and Spear Legends. Just because she kinda sucks. Like, her stats are not that great. Just a whole bunch about her is not that great. This is the best stat for both. I don't recommend this character in 2s, but if you want, go ahead. I don't see a lot of Pearl. I really only see like Phazon play Pearl, so yeah. Oh my god, I'm not joining that now. But I really only see like Pearl there, so yeah, I guess just Pearl. I really cannot say much. I don't use Kai that much. All I'm saying is N-Sig is broken. I mean, grounded got insane hitboxes, got insane damage. You think I'm joking? 25 for a character with no power is insanely good. Like, she literally has a max power potential of 5, and that's exactly what you should be playing. And with her power stance, she's just a wildebeest. Why didn't it do the other one? Whatever. The side sig is a better Mirage side sig, because the thing is, the only place it misses is if they're right in front of you. Or stacked, obviously, but if they're not right in front of you, you're good. And it's got actually fair range, not to mention it spikes better. Or it grabs a better spike to send you upward, which is usually the Spear's best way to kill, so again, that's why Spear kind of thrives on maps like Brawlhaven. Also, this sig, I really cannot say anything about this sig. This sig's a beast. Easily one of the best edgeguard tools in the game, I mean. Shit. The only dumb thing is I actually did this against a Negan. I think it's in my montage. I somehow still died. Yeah, you see that? Say like right here on edge, you're about to get clipped. Nope. The good thing is it doesn't last that long if you hold it, so as soon as it hits, it's activating, which, sure, it's only 15 damage, and that's kind of bad for a down sig, but keep in mind, she's got way better tools. Like, this is her worst sig only because it doesn't, or you have to be a little bit away. This sig covers that option, and is insane, and then her N-Sig's just the epitome of what all N-Sigs want to strive to be. Like, there's no reason for this to be, like, I think I said 2-3. It's like 2 to 5 frames at fastest, and that's, yeah, it's like a window of 5, so it's just scary. I really cannot say much. This is just intimidating. Yeah, it's a dodge window of 5, so they can dodge it. But the thing is, it's got a really good height. Oh my god, I didn't mean to hit him there. It's got a really good height angle. And before that height, here comes in the nose. The trunk pulling up, that's why. And then it just like goes up there. Just still weird, because I somehow hit him. I just teleport at the perfect time. But yeah, it's just threat coverage after threat coverage after threat coverage with her end sig. Her side sig covers a pretty good distance. Her down sig covers that stacked option and even just close or nearby opponent options. So yeah, top tier. Now on to arguably the worst spear character. No, I'm just kidding. He's actually kind of good. The only thing that I see that sends him back is probably going to be that Ensig. That's because it's directly above. It's Koji's Ensig, but bad. That's... no. Also, the stats, you know what? They're better. They're slightly better than Mirage's. No, I'd rather take high dex, low-ish power than low dex, low power. Personal preference, though. I like how for the holster, it's just been like this. Alright, down sig. Hits right there. Side sig hits right there. You don't even have to do the flick, because it lingers just long enough. And then end sig. End sig's biggest weakness, even from far, obviously from far it's even harder. You can't go like that either, because the dash cancel is too far. Somehow that snatches, I don't get it yet. Yeah, this end sig is a little slowing down, because that's the, yeah, that right there is the exact prime example of why that sig is so bad. It's an inward dodge read. Even Hattori's hits from here. Like, they move inward even a little bit. Yeah, they're getting tagged. But still, absolutely horrid. Because you can just do this. And you're probably better off with that. You can even do a side sig if you're good at the game. Remember to jump. Because they're probably going to dodge, so... yeah, the end sig really just holds this whole character back. Because the side sig isn't that bad. Obviously off stage it's not exactly your best tool. The down sig is extremely good. Honestly, down sig is probably one of the best tools this character has. All of Spear sigs are really underwhelming compared to his orb. But yeah, this is not the character for you. Right, you want spear? This is an orb character. At heart, this guy, he may have a really long stick, but his really long stick is not the main attraction. Right. So, now that we're done talking about them all, or at least showing all of the SIGs off, it's time to talk about the worst to best. So, I mean, I'm going to be honest with you, this top 3 is not going to be that shocking. Also, crossovers are not going to be included in this. I just want to show that the crossovers could be better versions. I know I only showed like Becky Lynch and Shovel Knight, but those were essential to Nash players, because I don't see a lot of them. And yeah, Becky Lynch exists. But anyways, you know, when I said rumored, I was joking, but... out of all 10 spear legends, you are easily the most underwhelming when it comes to your spear alone. And the weapon pairing is not that great either. Like, you're really a light attack kind of spear legend. You're not okay, I can possibly use a sig here and there. Yeah, it's really hard to play you at a, like, decent level. because of your SIGs, and your stats aren't helping you much either. I'm really not gonna lie. Nimue does nothing, just saying. But yeah, there's just not enough hope for good old Dusk here. Then we have this character. I want to know what they were thinking with this character. Because at least Dusk has Orb. Mirage doesn't really have that good of a scythe. Her best SIG is N-SIG, and that's only because of side light N-SIG, end light N-SIG, and the very occasional randomly thrown out N-SIG that hits because the player's an idiot and doesn't realize that they're probably going to go for that if you're above them. If you're above the Mirage. Let's talk about it. The stats, they don't really help. The SIGs, they're not doing much either. Especially not in Sphere. That side SIG is an edge guard tool that I personally would never promote. N-SIG, it has its uses. It at least has uses. Side SIG on both weapons did not have that much of a use. It's literally just a far... It's a far get closer kind of tool. And then down SIG, it's your get off me or your... It's also a pretty good way to like send upwards, so I won't disrespect there. But it really is just not... The weapon pairing with the SIGs are not really that good. I mean, the best combo you got is Nair, Sair, Nair, Sair, Nair on Scythe, and obviously everybody has the binary code. Who'd Spear, Sidelight, D-Light into either Recovery, a Signature, GC SIG, I mean, or your Sair. So, the one thing I will give you is that at least your SIGs have some use. I mean, Dusk's down SIG is a pretty decent spacing tool that hits at about the same angle as Hattori's N-SIG, only Hattori's N-SIG does it better. The side SIG, it struggles. Just a lot of him struggles. Cause the side SIG, it hits pretty low, which coupled that with a side light that usually sends upward, and then a down light that usually sends upward. It's a struggle out there, man. Now the thing is, there are 8 other characters that we have to go through, and honestly, it's super hard because you have DDs like this, and this. I mean, not her. Another really good character. A lot of the Spear Legends have really good SIGs. That's the dumb part about this. Like, where's all of this for half the other, or for the other side of the roster? The other side of the roster being weapons that are not annoying, aka anything that isn't Axe, or, my personal opinion, Lance. Because, I don't know, it's just Lance is, for a weapon that's supposed to be underwhelming, it's a bad weapon, I'll say that, but it's still pretty viable. Like, maybe the worst weapon in the game, but you can still use it really well and really smart, so it's annoying. I think the next character I'm going to talk about, I'm going to have to say the worst character in the game. Yeah, she can eat a whole bunch, but she's super slow. Her combos are... Yeah, she has a true combo that kills really early, but the thing is, she sacrifices her speed for eating a whole bunch of hits and being able to kill you in 3 hits. The thing is, if she doesn't hit that true, that combo goes to waste, and you're probably going to get punished for doing that GCN SIG, if not done quickly. And the Silent N SIG, I'm glad it's not true anymore. At least I think it is. I don't want to check if it is or not, because it's not going to help me. It's just going to make me cry or happy. But yeah, it's not helping. Like, this character has a stat bar of 7 where it really should not be 7, and then the other stat bar, one stat bar is completely fine, but the other stat bar, talking about the bottom, it needs help. It needs Jesus, especially for a weapon character like her. She has good SIGs, yeah, but she's Scythe Katars. I mean, not Scythe Katars, that doesn't exist. Spear Katars. These are two weapons that kind of thrive off of having decently good, a decent amount of speed and a pretty low amount of force, because they're string and combo heavy weapons. What does that mean? One SIG or one weapon can kill pretty good. The other weapon can combo really well. What does that mean? It means you don't need a frick ton of damage. You just need a frick ton of punishes. Spear, really good at whiff punishing. Or just all kinds of punishing. Its punishing game is insane. And then let's not even get into the fact that Katars can combo you forever if you do not dodge. Like, that's a scary weapon combo if done right. But the stats in the current meta are just not it, man. They're not. So I can't tell you that this character is insane. Like, SIGs could be as good as they could possibly be. But she's really punishable, because she comes out of all of her moves really slowly, and then there's people playing 9 defense, which... Worst thing... Wrong buttons. Worst thing you could ever do. Okay? I'm sorry, but that extra... You're voluntarily staying at the lowest speed in the game, and... You really don't want to do that. Oscar doesn't do anything. Like, no amount of crossovers can do anything for you here. I can guarantee that much, so... Don't even bother trying to do that to save your ass. It's not gonna work. But, that said... Let's now 1, 2, and 3 characters down. I'm about to break a crap ton of people's hearts by saying this, but... Bryn. Her axe is still top 5, which, yeah, it's true. It is. You know, it's actually... It's top 6. It's 6th place. That's still good. But it could have definitely been better. Not saying I want it to be better, I'm just saying it could have been. This character should never get a buff in her life, especially to her SIGs. But, here's the Bryn Demon herself. I mean, love her or hate her, she's still got pretty decently good weapons. Her side sig linger is probably the worst bit about that side sig. End sig, it's a indefinite threat, but these two sigs are super thin. Well, at least her end sig is her side sig not so thin, but her end sig is really thin. So you're not really gonna be like getting hit by that too commonly, and you can literally just stay above her, so now she has to move in a different direction. That down sig is unpunishable. Like, the only way to punish it is get another Bryn, just shove a side sig up her, this Bryn's ass. Like, only decently long range is gonna hit because she has her second spin coming, retracting back just enough to cover her ass for a little bit. So only far sigs are working against this character is down sig, and it lasts long enough for you to. It lasts long enough for for if you're hitting both players, or if you're hitting one other person, if you're helping your teammate out from getting freaking edgeguard or something, it lasts long enough for your teammate to get back in the fight and help you out with those recovery frames that are coming out. So no matter what, it's a demon if used right. But yeah, that's really all I gotta say about her, is that down sig is broken, side sig should not be lingering that much, and end sig is pretty avoidable if you have brain. Bad matchup if you're playing Katars though, because Katars, you're forced into a side light. Oh wait, there's side sig. Wait, there's down sig, and then you want to go with a yeah, it's just a bad matchup going Katars into Bryn because of her sigs. She can just backdash into a freaking side sig or something, and you're dead. Next, all right. So what are we talking about here? 1, 2, 3. I've already done 9, so that's 4. I'm gonna get a pretty fair amount of hate for this. Where's my, Hattori? Not a lot of Hattori players, a whole lot of Ethan fans, so Ethan fanboys, come at me, I dare you. But, Hattori, are you still extremely annoying? Hell yes, you are the most annoying character in the game, by far. Like, this is not even a debate. This is one of the most annoying characters. She has sword that's really easy to use, and then she has she has spear that it's so good at frickin' pissing the people off. It's so good. Like, her spear is so good at pissing people off because of that get off me tool that's even better than frickin' Bryn's. And then her frickin' sword is... That side sig's kinda bad, but it works. The down sig also works. Worst sig out of all of her kit, so... That end sig on sword kills really well, and then you got end sig on spear. It's a great punish tool. Side sig on spear, kinda bad, but also kinda good. It's more on the good side than it is on the bad, because the only way to really avoid it is just jump or dodge in if they hit a side light first. And then down sig, it's pretty good. I'd say it's probably her second best sig out of all of her sigs. Obviously her best sig being end sig on sword. But yeah, it's got good threat coverage. It's got the things that she needs. This is literally just, it covers the same area, it just looks nice. That's all it is. Yeah, I really don't know what to tell you. This character's clean. She's fire. Fire. But she's not as much of a demon as she was when frickin' Spear was on top. Now that we're in top 5, I think I'm able to say it. This character is still top 5, and that is... Ada. These stats are completely holding the character back. What are these, like Jala stats but worse? Probably are. They are Jala stats but worse. Oh my Christ, what the hell? So what did I just see? Oh yeah, this character looks clean in that skin. But, or in that color scheme. But yeah, Jala stats but worse. Like, really, what am I gonna say? That is literally all it is. So, now you're treated like it's much, and then on top of that, not only is it Jala stats, I bet it power stance. Okay, yeah. Never mind. So it probably turns into Jala base stance. But, regardless of Jala base stats, frickin' this character is just... For a character that definitely can be good and definitely can look good, just not it, man. Ew. Dixon's. But yeah, this character is just not it. She still gets top 5 because Spear... Her Spear is good. Her SIGs are insane. Like, even though she's low defense, her Spear is really good at cracking. Or, yeah, cracking the pressure, applying pressure, and just overall doing really good. So, she still gets top 5, for that at least. Defense stance, is it really worth it? What does it take? It's worth it. Okay, respectable. I'd probably still take speed stance, though. Getting your spear, and you don't really freaking need to give a damn about... This is the worst for 1v1, or this is best for 1v1, obviously best for 2v2 is always going to be that defense stance. You always want to be able to eat as many hits as you can in 2s, because in 2s you're probably going to be eating a lot, so if you can stall out for a fair amount of time unless you get team comboed, yeah, that's good. If you can drag a game out and survive as long as possible, that's great. Just don't pick Magyar. He's not really that good of a 2's character. You want Greatsword, pick Ju, and he's pretty tanky. He's got good damage. He's got pretty good stats. Ignoring all that, though, think the last character that I'm gonna have to say has to sit out of top 3 is, honestly, this hurts to say, but I think it's gonna have to be Nash. Like, this is an extremely close dividend between Nash in the 3rd place. This is like the smallest gap ever. This is literally like, just because of this, like, not even the stats decide this at this point. It's just the 6. Actually, now that I think about it, no, yeah, it is Nash. Okay, never mind. Alright, let's talk about the only reason he's not top 3, and that is Downsig. It's good. Like, no discrediting. All the SIGs by now, like, all of them from now on are good, alright? No matter how hard you try to discredit a character, all of the SIGs are good right now, right? So, oh my gosh, it's scary. All of the SIGs are good right now, right? No discrediting there, right? All SIGs are good, whatever. Here's the issue. The main issue. Holy crap, could he be any darker? But yeah, main issue, especially when it comes to just Nash. That down sig, it's a great get off me tool, but with Spear you're punishing and applying pressure, not getting away from the pressure. So, because of that, you kind of do struggle a little more. But this gap is extremely small because it's still a great tool to have. Especially because of hitbox manipulation, so it's a good defensive option. Great side sig, one of the best, easily top 3 side sig, all across the entire, or top 5 side sigs all across the game. N-sig on Nash is extremely good as well. I mean, it hits grounded, it's got good area, it's got punishing as well because it lingers. Solid, but Wushang just, he does it better, man. Wushang just does it slightly better. Best skin in the game, best gauntlet skin, best spear skin. I also have the lovey-dovey version. I forgot about that. But, ugly ass character. He looks weird in all of his skins, especially this one. But regardless of what the skin looks like on Poe, the character itself, insane. I mean, speed stance great for ones. Like, in ones, it's great. Power stance probably gonna be your optimal one for 2s. If not, it will be the speed stance. Because the thing is, again, with Spear, you don't really need a lot of power. Base stance is its 3rd best stance. Because for some damn reason, these stats are clean. Especially for Spear and Gauntlets, too. But if you want the most out of both weapons and just Spear in general, for 2s you want as much damage as possible without sacrificing too much. And then here, this is 1s. Because the thing is, it's already going to be a dragged on game, so it's really not that crazy if you drop 1 power for good combos. So yeah, 2nd best stance only because it works in both. It also works in 1s if you want to get a quick game. But yeah, down sig is better. I mean, the end sig, it has a harsher angle to hit, but it is definitely easier when close. Nash's is really good far away. Side sig, it's exactly what it should be. Like, this is kind of what you want on a side sig. You want that 2-part that's pretty fast, pretty effective. It's not better than Nash's side sig, I'll say that, but it's still a good side sig. And then his down sig is insane. Like, it spikes at good angles, it catches. It's a great edgeguard tool. Because the thing is, it's like the distance between Spear, or the distance between your hurtbox and the hitbox of the sig is about the same of a orb ground pound. It's about that same distance. So, yeah, only you're not as punished, or you're not as punishable as you are with ground pound. But yeah, it's just great. It really is. So, by just a slight margin, he gets top 3. Okay, alright. I think we all saw this coming. Kaya getting top 3 is a no-brainer. I mean, she's got great stats. She's got 2 insanely good weapons for the stats. I mean, Bo, you're really going to be spacing your opponents. It's not like you got to be in their face, constantly comboing them, constantly hitting them. But Spear, you are applying that pressure. These kind of opposite weapons, but they work. In 2s, crazy. In 2s, this character is insane. I get why she's a top pick in 2s. And in 1s, she's pretty good as well. Won't lie, I've been absolutely freaking destroyed by Kaya's. And I've done some good destroying myself with Kaya in 1s sometimes. Mainly because of Spear, because I'm an absolute Giga Chad Spear player when it comes to any legend that has Spear, because I will always prefer that over the other weapon, unless it's like Gauntlets or Scythe or something like that. Even though I hate Mirage, so I rarely play her anymore. But yeah, Kaya just easily gets 2nd place. I mean, and Sig, dominant force of Sig. Side Sig is what Mirage wish her Sig was and what it should be, because it's extremely good. And then that down Sig is just Mirage's Sig on... It's like a very ever so slightly better, because even though it looks like it doesn't do as much, so it's slightly worse, it's really better. Because it's very slight hitbox manipulation that can completely change the game. And even better, you have an N-Sig as well as a secondary option if you don't, or if you want them, like, out of your face if they're about to do like a side Sig or something. Because that Sig is pretty fast enough to counter. So yeah, Kaya just easily gets that 2nd place position. I mean, I already had my top 5 set out. Or at least, my top 3 were already set out from the beginning. Except for like Wushong and Nash, I was still debating between those 2. But like, my top 3 were already set. My bottom 5 though, or the rest of the other 7, I wasn't positive on. But yeah, Orion, easily the best Spear legend. That N-Sig hits an angle that the only other move that hits it is Pogo. And that move is way too thin, way too slow, or way too fast, whereas this takes its time with you. You dodge in, it could probably hit you. You dodge out, it probably hits you. Maybe you need a dash. I'm not going to test it right now. You dodge up, easy claps. You dodge down, probably an easy clap as well. Like, and then off stage, it goes like twice as far down as it goes up. So yeah, that's probably taking the whole wall. It's definitely taking the whole wall off Shipwreck. Maybe take like almost the whole wall on like maps like Enigma, Small Brawl, like. So yeah, extremely good coverage, and it kills pretty fast for a character that's 5'6", 5'6", aka Hattori stats, or not Hattori, Asuri stats on power stance. But on top of that, I mean, side Sig, great range. Honestly, still a top. Like, out of all the Sigs, I'd say it's still 3rd best after N-Sig on Spear, which is of course after side Sig on Lance. It's got great range. It's pretty fast coming out. It's pretty fast getting out. And then down Sig is a wonder of the Sig. It's got invisible hitboxes for some reason. But you know what? I don't care, because it's still really good, and it keeps you in the thing for all of it. So it's like, okay, you get hit once, you're eating all of this extra damage. The only thing you really don't want to eat is that last bit, so. And the only thing you really want to hit at all is that last bit at least. Because that's still 23 damage at their head, and that's pretty good damage. I mean, this character can dodge, read, dodge, punish, whiff punish, all of this. Like, the punish game on Spear is insane. It's great by itself, but with Orion 6, it becomes even better. that sometimes his SIGs look like light attacks from how well they punish and how well they come out. So because of all of this mix that they put into the batter of Volst 2.0, character's easily the best Spear standalone character, and is an even better Lance character. Or actually not a better Lance character, I lied there. He's an extremely good Spear character. Like, he's the best Spear character standalone, and the weapon pairing is still really good, especially because he can kill based off of his SIGs alone. Just off of his SIGs he can kill. So like, yeah. And then just like, NSIG is a thing, or not NSIG, I mean Lance is a thing that has been haunting low elo forever, and there's even high level diamond players that are still playing characters like Orion, cause he's one of the best Lance and Spear legends. This guy's probably top 3 Lance, and I'll make that when I make the tier list for that. But he's easily the best Spear player, or Spear legend. Even as not a standalone, like just only play Spear, he's still an extremely good character in 2s as well. Like, just doesn't fail, man. That's all I gotta say. Doesn't fail. So because of that, I'm going to go now, cause this is really the end of the stream. Oh, hey, some of my friends are on. Yes, those are some, not all of them. But yeah, that's all I gotta say. Really, just I guess hope you enjoyed seeing how much more dominant this character is over like half the roster. No, at least half the roster. Maybe like everything except for like 2nd or 3rd place. I guess 4th place if it were 3rd. But yeah, honestly, I guess the last thing I'm gonna say is, take this as you will. You have your personal opinions. This is mine. And yeah. Last thing I gotta say is